are you coming home? Just say hello to each other real quick.
What's that?
Just say hello to each other real quick.
Make sure you're on.
By the way.
Test, test,
Test. Test.
test.
Say hello to me.
Ben. Hey,
Oh,
Ben.
I can hear you.
Okay. Take them off.
All right.
Okay. Welcome back to the Blades Blue Line Club, Blades Broadcasting Network. I'm here today with Jay Schnell. Jay, how's it going today?
Going well. It's a balmy day outside, but good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Dress warm out there. We got a tilt here, a game that was supposed to be played on Saturday against KITTSON Central, but with Mother Nature had other plans, so they wisely booted it to Monday. And thankfully, all schools in this cooperative with both the Blades and the KITTSON Central Bearcats. They Andrade. KITTSON Central Bearcats, they must have school off today too, so they were able to make the trip down here and we were able to get that game in. In a situation where we saw the Blades coming off a win against Park Rapids, an avenge win against Park Rapids.
Yeah, I think it was overdue is the best way I can explain it. They came out with just a barrage of goals, and I think it's what everyone's been expecting from this team all year. So I sure hope they can bring that into this game today.
Yeah, it was a bit of pent up frustration, I think, for the squad, and especially going into Park Rapids. That it's been interesting by talking with Tony up in Park Rapids. And maybe even John, I don't remember who we had conversations with, but I was yet to see our high school program beat Park Rapids. So that was the first time there on Thursday. Yeah. And 2 times last year we lost by a goal in both games. I thought for sure we should have won just by puck possession, shot differential, all those metrics that usually tip in your favor for winning hockey games. Just didn't. And everything came to a tipping point on Thursday with a big win. And kind of a result with a lot of what we expected throughout the season this year was a game like that against a team like Park Rapids.
Well, and I would agree with that. All season, just as a bystander, just watching, you're just waiting for them to come out and play that the way that they did. I don't think of the games that I've seen, I don't think they've necessarily been outplayed. It's just guys have to make plays. Pucks finally found, you get some puck luck, as they say, and I think if that can continue, what a great time to continue on.
Okay, we're here joined by senior Blades defenseman Josh Hoffman. Josh, can you hear us? Okay, we can't hear him. Test.
Just hang on a sec, Josh.
Can you say something now, Josh?
I can hear you.
Gotcha. We got you. All right.
You sing a song?
Yeah.
What's that?
Sing a song.
No. I got none on top of my head right now.
Hey, Josh. Big win against Park Rapids. I did talk to you briefly. I think you reffed our game the next day, and I talked to you briefly. I thought that was probably one of your better games all year. I think you just played a simple yet physical game, and you seem to do everything right. Tell us a little bit about your approach to that game and how you were able to be successful that game.
So we had a little preview Tuesday night, and obviously wasn't the outcome we wanted. And I don't remember that Henry kid being that good, but seeing him Tuesday night really put him on my radar. Then we got to the rink Thursday evening, and Adam told us we got to shut number 7 down. So I kind of made that my whole goal that night. And as you see, that really helped a lot by keeping him out of the center of the ice.
Yeah, and I thought you did a good job of that. He is a beast to handle. It seemed like it sometimes had to be defense by committee, unfortunately, but that's probably about the only way they could score. What are your guys' feelings heading into this game? How's the locker room? How's the sentiment?
It's kind of weird. It's a Monday at 3. We're usually in school right now, and we're getting ready for practice. But we're kind of getting our skates going. We didn't have practice yesterday, so that was a big warm-up for us to get our feet back under us after the day break. But we're pretty confident, but we never know what we're going to see.
Josh, this is Jay Schnell. Just wondering, how does it finally feel to play kind of the way you guys probably, I would imagine, feel like you guys should have been playing all year? I don't feel like you guys have been outplayed necessarily, but Did it feel like it was different that game? What do you think set that in motion?
Adam kind of just he just said it's on us. He kind of stepped back a little bit, and we're like, all right, well, he's being serious now, so we kind of had to take it in our own hands and make sure we were there. And I've been playing varsity hockey for 5 years, so I've seen it all, and I've been through it all. So this kind of feels good to get back up after last year.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing. Nice job for you guys taking the lead. I think the story goes is good teams have coaches lead and great teams have players lead.
Right.
Yeah. So we appreciate your time. Just one last question here, Josh. Eli Murr, he's the leading scorer for the Bearcats. How do you guys intend to shut him down?
I didn't really look at the stats too much on their team, so I was just going to treat everyone the same until I scoped it all out and figured it out who were the stronger skaters and who aren't. So we'll have to see the first shift out there and go from there.
Sounds good. Appreciate your time today.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks, Josh.
That was a good interview by Josh. Again, one of the players that I thought played very well for the Blades on the back end. Especially when you look at the potential for moving Matty Peterson up to forward the rest of the season. I think you're going to have guys on the back end step up. So we're joined here by Eli Murr. Eli, you're junior forward for KITTSON Central. Talk to us a little bit about your season. How is it going so far?
Yeah, there's been a lot of ups and downs. I mean, we've won a couple games that have been big, and we just need to get more consistent play, I'd say, out of our team. Okay.
So how was the bus ride? That's not a short trip by any stretch. Was the roads okay on the way over here? And how are the guys on the bus? Were they pretty good?
Yeah, the roads are pretty decent. The guys are pretty ready to play a game again. It's been a little bit.
Okay. So what did the coach tell you guys on either the bus ride here or in the locker room, to be successful today? What are some of the keys that you guys are going to be keying on in order to be successful?
They're a pretty decent team, but we got to go out there, set the tone early, score a couple early goals, and just...
Eli, this is Jay. Just kind of curious, it looks like you've had a few goals this year. What would you say are your number one assets that you bring to your team? And I see that you're captain too. How about leadership qualities?
Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty good at getting pucks to the net and keeping the guys, I help them stay in the game. If we're down by a couple, we're still in it. We gotta keep our heads up and just keep going.
Very good. Well, I appreciate your time today, Eli. Good luck today.
Okay. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Good interview there by Eli Murr, junior captain for the KITTSON Central Bearcats. I remember going to the Hellock last year, and it's not a short trip.
No.
We were able to throw a tennis ball into Canada from there.
Yeah, I would imagine not too many kids have played a high school varsity game on a Monday, especially not at nighttime either. So this is a pretty rare occurrence right here.
Yeah, it's a very rare occurrence. I mean, nobody wants to play on a Monday because you can't practice on Sunday. So nobody wants to jump into a game. But I know the high school team came in on Saturday, the day that they were supposed to play, and I think they probably had one of their longest practices of the year. And I know my son, he came back and he's like, I need a break. We skated for 30 minutes. So they got all their practicing in on Saturday. Yeah. We're going to take a moment here, and we're going to give a shout out to our sponsors. These guys have given generously to the Blades Blue Line Club. Their donations have allowed us to be able to buy equipment, pay for travel costs. A lot of the things that the players are wearing right now are paid by the Blue Line Club in order to bring this broadcast as well so that people can enjoy it. We prefer you in the barn, but if it's 7 below outside and you want to watch from home,
here if you can get here.
yeah. Thank a sponsor for being able to watch this from home. So we're going to take a break here, and we'll come back here as the Blades take the ice, and we'll do starting lineups. We'll return here momentarily. All right, welcome back. We got both teams out on the ice here, and we're about to begin starting lineups here. We're joined with some mini mites or mites out there. Again, the program flourishing in the youth levels, great numbers. I think we're going to turn to Scott Nicholson to help us with the announcements here.
So please help us make this contest a positive educational experience by demonstrating respect and proper conduct. Feel free to support your team, but please refrain from using obscene language or inappropriate behavior. Thank you in advance for supporting our student athletes. Now, let's meet the players. First, for the visitors, the KITTSON County Central Bearcats. Goaltender, number 30, Andrew Anderson. At defense, number 21, Asher Olsenowski. At defense, number 22, Camden Gullickson Palmer. At left wing, number 3, Clarence Persequas. At right wing, number 23, Elijah Muir. And at center, number 16, Jackson Hemis. The head coach for the Bearcats is Josh Running. Assistant coach is Alex Strege. Next, we'll introduce some young skaters for this afternoon. Today, we have Mite skaters representing Team Blue. Team Blue is proudly sponsored by ABU and Valley Beat. These young players represent the future of the game, and we couldn't be more excited to have them here today. Let's give them a big round of applause as they take the ice. Number 2, Ella Hornstein. Number 3, John Wymore. Let's go, John. Number 5, Trey Nelson. Number 6, Tommy Miller. Number 7, Colt Miller. Number 8, Ashton Purdue. Number 9, Owen Buck. And number 10, Ezra Klumper. I just realized the jersey numbers didn't match what the skater number was. And now for your home team, the BW Blades. Our netminder, number 33, Cale Gilbertson. At defense, number 24, Charlie Ekgren. At defense, number 9, Luke Craig. Our center, number 17, Grayson Casti. On the right wing, number 12, Jackson Lopez. And on the left wing, number 28, Easton Nepal. The Blades assistant coaches are James Bass and Bob Lane. Goalie coach is Lucas Levesque. Our head coach is Adam Wurtzema. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please stand if you are able and face the flag at the north end of the arena. Please help us honor our country and those who protect it by removing any headgear and placing your hand over your heart during the singing of our national anthem. The anthem will be sung by Wahpeton sophomore Adeline Pickin.
All right. Excellent job there by Scott Nicholson and the pregame or the starting lineup announcements. That was much easier for us just to pipe him in than having us to try to repeat what he says. Does a very professional job here at Stearns Arena. And then we got Miss Pickens there belting out the national anthem. Wow,
The
what
only
a treat
time I
here.
can get close is in the shower. But
You got to have music up really loud too, right?
yeah, that was impressive.
Yeah. So each team go to their respective nets, giving each other the last pump me up type sayings here. And KITTSON breaks their net. They're going to get to the face-off circle as the Blades break from their net. And you'll find the lineup that was really cooking last game against Park Rapids is going to get the nod here to start. I believe they're out on the ice for 9 of the 10 goals on Thursday.
Yeah, they could have had. I think that game could have been 15-0. They were going. Everybody was going that day.
So the Blades win the draw and they possess, and Casti brings it in, gets it low, checks his man, number 16. Good hold by Neppel. Puck dribbles out. Ekron moves it to his D partner, Luke Craig, number 9, for White. Luke finds Neppel. Neppel pushes it back to Ekron as he was getting pressured. Number 23, Eli Murr, the guy we interviewed, was putting pressure on Ekron there. And the Blades are able to relieve pressure, and KITTSON takes a look, shoves it off the wall, turns it over. Neppel picks it up. He shoots. Goes
that
high.
just went at the top there.
Yeah, he had a spot, but it was just a little too high. Neppel gets checked by his man, gives it to Lopez. Lopez moves it up high. Brewer can't handle it. Throws it down low. Goes cross ice to Hoffman. Hoffman shoots, misses the net. KITTSON picks it up, and they shovel it out. Number 3, Perwaski, or Perkwaz. That's the one that was going to give me trouble.
You'll get it.
I'll get it. That's the second to last time that I'll struggle with that one. Matt takes a look, tries finding, must have been Jackson Brewer over there and wasn't quite there. Kale shovels it over to Hoffman. Hoffman tries to find Isaiah Brushert. KITTSON was able to break it up. Number 19, Folan, failed attempt at getting the puck out.
Ooh.
Good pressure. Brewer elects just to dump the puck down low and go for a line change as Brushert gives chase. And KITTSON just throws it out. Going to get a change of their own. Ekron and Luke go D to D a couple times, and then Ekron coughs it up. Luke gives chase, picks it up, rims it to Isaiah. Isaiah finds Matt. Matt was able, he was looking for Brennan Ritter.
Yeah, he had that guy flying, just missed it by a bit there.
Yeah, it's that backhand pass sometimes isn't the greatest. It's hard to do. Isaiah tries to go weak side, falls right off his stick. Kind of a bit of sloppy play here. Jack picks it up, chips it to Luke. Luke corrals it, makes the guy miss, moves up.
Well, got lucky there. He had almost a breakaway in the zone there, but
Yeah, got to be a little bit more careful with the puck. Jack was well defended, so he pushes it to an area, lets Ritter skate into it. Jack gives pressure. Hoffman comes down, fires on. Puck is shoveled wide. Josh pitches hard. Kai's back there to help clean up. Hoffman beats his guy. Stick check on Hoffman. Hoffman goes down, no call. Kai goes to Brewer. Brewer takes a shot. Rebound up front. We got a scrum there in the corner. Kai comes back, puts his man to the ground. Hoffman comes in, hits number 23, Eli Murr. and he finishes his check. Then Kai looking, he sees Grayson, he hits Grayson. Cassie's in. Cassie shoves it over to the other side to number 9, Youngren. Easton picks up the puck off the wall, tries finding Brewer on the backdoor play, but well defended by KITTSON Central. KITTSON dumps the puck in, looking like they need a line change. Number 10, Solblick, pinches down on that exit attempt by the Blades. Brewer's able to shove the puck up the wall, hits his man in the corner. Luke's able to shove it over to Grayson. Grayson's taking a look. He finds Jackson cross ice.
That was a smart play.
Yep, Jackson doesn't like what he sees in front of him, so he just dumps it down.
Pretty good pressure so far by the Blades, just kind of bouncing around, it seems like.
Yeah, I think Jackson's looking for an opportunity here. He didn't quite like what he saw. We got Wyatt Stav out at the point right now. He takes a shot down low. There's no JV game today, so Wurtsma has all his players at his disposal right now without any limitations for periods. Neppel takes the puck in. He gets checked, dumps it down low to his line mate. Matt Peterson is out there. He picks it up. Matt's surveying. He puts it back down low for Lopez. Lopez makes a man miss, centers it.
Oh, that was a good play.
Yeah, just a little
Good
bit out of
cycle.
his reach. And Matt comes back hard on a back check and put his man to the ice. Luke picks up the puck. He's in a swing around the net, misses Stav on the breakout pass. And Isaiah was able to clean it up, but not get the puck out.
You know, it's such a difference when your guys are coming back like that. Brushert was right on him, even though he lost it in the zone there. That always helps have those guys coming back fast.
Yep. Brushert gains the zone, tries to center the puck, but was well defended. Brushert in the corner. Oh,
hand pass.
Hand pass. All right, we're going to key up here the keys of the game. What we want to see is the same effort as last game, and not necessarily the same effort as giving a bunch of energy as far as same effort as scoring. Defend the net, that was a big thing. I think that's what teams have been able to expose us on. And we got a breakaway here. Kai off the face-off. He's able to. He had. Yeah, he.
Stick. Made a good move.
Yeah, nice save by the goaltender. As Kai, we've seen Kai loose here, I think 4 games in a row now. Aiden Jacobson has the puck there on the half wall, takes a survey, pushes it down low. Ends up back on Kai's stick. Kai shovels it up, but no one's home.
I think that's 6 defensemen we've had out there so far. So, yeah, he's going to utilize all of them, it looks like, today.
Yeah, he's probably going to find out who's going, right? So Kai ends up with the puck here, comes to neutral zone, gains it, curls around, finds Charlie coming in as a late trail and takes the shot. Puck's loose on the doorstep, but was not able to bang it home. And KITTSON Central says enough of that. We're just going to fire this thing down. Oh, and it was not icing. They waved it off. I thought I saw a signal for icing, but maybe I didn't. Hoffman buries his man in the wall. Picks up the puck, makes a guy miss, hits Jackson. Jackson gets it out to Jack. Jack tips it into the KITTSON Central zone and goes for a change. And Easton Neppel gives chase. KITTSON flips the puck out. They're able to gain the zone. Takes a shot from the blue line into the corner. Jackson Brewer hits his man into the wall. Grayson Cassidy picks up the puck. Hits Lopez. Lopez makes his man miss. And I was able to find Grayson Cassidy supporting on the zone entry. Grayson goes rink wide to Easton. Easton mishandles the puck. Puck goes down low. Jackson loses it to KITTSON. Grayson tips it back to Jackson. Jackson tries the center for Neppel. And KITTSON was able to gain it and get the puck out. Good back check by Grayson Cassidy. And Brewer gives chase behind the Blades net. And he hits his man into the wall and pins him. Hoffman gets the puck to Lopez. Lopez beats his man on the forecheck, and they're able to gain the zone. Lopez leaves for Cassie. Cassie back down to Lopez. And Kittson's able to come out. Number 16, Hemis, is pursuing the Blades net, and well defended by the Blades.
This back checking is great from the Blades right now.
Lopez gains his zone, takes a shot. That's blocked by a Kittson Central skater. Good hold by Luke Craig. And well defended by the Blades, as they did not allow the Kittson Central Bearcats to get into their end, and they're able just to get the puck back in. And Mikey gives chase. Hits his man in the wall. Charlie Ekron misplays the puck, and he's got Murr on him. And he's able just to tap it around Murr, give it to his D partner, Luke Craig. And Luke was able to find Peterson, Mikey Peterson. Mikey was looking for somebody on a trail. No one was there. And they're just able to just tap the puck down low. Kittson looks to exit the zone. They do. They find Eli, and Eli just dumps the puck down and goes out for line change.
Ooh.
Tough play by Brewer right there, trying to wrap the puck out to go behind the goal crease. Luke, I think, just sent that puck down. And goes for a line change. Number 19, Bolin.
Oh, boy.
Able to gain the zone with speed. Kind of an ill-advised line change there. And Blades momentarily are in shambles. Now the Blades are able to control it, get the puck out. Cross-ice pass was not there, but Ritter was still able to beat his guy and retain possession of the puck. Chips it to Kai. Kai's trying to get it back to Ritter. Ritter ends up with the puck. He goes out to the point. Hoffman freezes, takes a shot. That was deflected out front, and Kittson ends up with the puck. Hoffman, well defended. Nice back check again as the Blades enter, or the Kittson Central attempts to end the Blades defensive zone. Hoffman picks up the puck in the neutral zone. He carries it in deep. Takes a shot.
Really tight angle shot, just about had that.
That's how NHLers are scoring nowadays.
Sometimes it never hurts to just throw it on, see what happens.
It's the doink off the side of the helmet.
You know, the Blades are really getting a good forecheck right now. Just the puck is really bouncing around. Haven't had real good scoring chances yet, but are getting good pressure.
And there's a lucky fan right there. It was our first whistle in a long time. As Blades attempt to break the puck out on McDonald's side, and McDonald tries to find a guy, and it just goes off of Kittson Central stick and ends up in the home crowd. Face-off taken by Casti. Momentarily won by the Blades and then turned over to Kittson Central. A little bit of a bouncing puck. Jackson tries to chip to Casti. Doesn't find him. Kittson again turns over the Blades as they attempt to break the puck out, and they're finally able to just get it down there, and Kittson Central fires it right back down.
It should have been an ice.
I think it was over the red line. I think you're right, Jay, but the refs didn't see it that way. Luke rims the puck around for Neppel to wing. Neppel just shoves it up the wall for Casti. Casti's able to gain the zone. Cuts to the middle, chips it down low. He's able to pressure, turn the puck back over. He finds Lopez. Lopez shovels it to Hoffman. Hoffman takes a shot, doesn't get through, heads into the corner where Lopez is able to pick it up again. He does a little shimmy, tries finding Grace and Casti on the doorstep. And then Neppel, I think, shoves it out to Stav. Stav moves it to his D partner, Hoffman. Hoffman chips it to the wall. And they were able to tie up his stick so they could hold the zone still. Neppel with the puck. He curls, looks,
beautiful shot.
score.
That is a tough play to make. Cross his body like that. I was kind of wondering if he was going to try that, but very tough goal to make. What a shot. You know, they've had good pressure down there. That's probably the best chance they've had, and it was just a matter of time.
You can't, if the teams are going to give you the middle, you got to take it. You got to take that opportunity. It's the best opportunity to score, and that's one thing I think the Blades have done better as the Blade is just taking that middle. They're going to give it to you, and that ended up in the net. Now, it's scored by Neppel. I didn't see who gave it to him.
Well, I think it was just a chip. I think you're right. I don't know if it was Casty or not, but yeah, that forecheck has really been causing some havoc down there. And
for the Blades at 12:43 in the first period, number 28, Easton Neppel, assisted on the play by number 12, Jackson Lopez, and number 2, Josh Hoffman. That's Neppel from Lopez and Hoffman. That's good hockey.
There's Scott Nicholson again giving the scoring.
well, and back to that play too, Justin. It seems like in a lot of cases like that, even though it's not a high percentage, sometimes if a guy can get in a good spot like that, even if it's across your body, and Bob can sure shoot the puck, it's never going to hurt to take that shot there because guys are going to the net. It's just funny how, some guys maybe want to make an extra move or try to turn back when he could see that there was an opening there. So it's nice to see him shoot the puck.
Yeah, shoot to score. And we get an icing here by KITTSON Central as we see basically the pursuing face-off. The Blades are able just to get into the offensive zone and pin them back deep again. So pretty clean game so far. One thing that we haven't seen that we typically see is penalties. And so far no penalties. As we see both teams battle to try to win this face-off and finally comes to the Blades. And Ritter gives pressure in the corner. Kai ends up with the puck. He goes in the net. Centers. Nice little play there by Ritter. Missed the net. Kai centers again. Good defense by KITTSON to get it out there. And the Blades have to take up. They do. And now they give chase to KITTSON Central. Kai puts his man into the wall. And Ekron goes D to D to Jacobson, gives it back to his D partner. And Kai just tips it into the zone, and Jack Ekron gives chase on his man. And turns it over to Ritter. Ritter's going to rim it to Ekron at the point. Ekron's just going to dump it down low. Let Jack go after it. Jack Ekron and Kai McDonald. Kai's fighting with his man, number 19, Folan, down below the crease. Ritter gives chase there, down low. Puck's on the half wall. KITTSON ends up with it, and they break it out. And he fires it in from deep.
It shows 3
net.
shots, but that might be the first shot that they've had. And that was from about the blue line.
KITTSON with the puck down low. Hoffman puts his man in the wall. KITTSON goes up. They go D to D. Shot goes wide. Ekron doesn't like what he sees there. He rims it to Neppel, and Neppel wasn't quite there. Ekron picks up the puck down below. He shovels it to Ritter. Ritter gets it out and to KITTSON, and KITTSON goes D to D, and they're heading back up the ice north and south. And Blades had to pause because they were offsides, and KITTSON was able to take advantage of that and get the puck up ice.
Oh.
And they missed. They missed on the headman pass, but the refs waved icing on that as Eli Murr takes the puck out. And we get the 1-minute call from Scott Nicholson. 1 minute left in the period. Jackson gives chase. He puts his man in the wall, as so does Casty. As KITTSON Central brings the puck up. Floats one in on Gilbertson. Luke puts his man in the wall. And Jackson Lopez picks up the puck. And he's just going to go back to Luke. Simple shot on net.
What a heads-up play there. You see him grab that out of the air. Brewer made a phenomenal play in front of the net there. Wow.
Yeah, it was a good play there just to take care of that rebound. Those pucks that are on the ice are not always easy to deal with. Sometimes you like it a little bit higher so you can use your glove and try to catch that thing. So nice play by Brewer to clear that thing out. and keep it a 1-0 game here. As we see Finney step in against Peterson on the draw. Puck rolls into the corner. Luke's able to chip it to Mikey, and Mikey tries it for Isaiah Brushert. The pass is a little behind him, and the puck ends up in the blade zone as Luke surveys. He hits Mikey Peterson. Mikey's just going to rip it all the way down the length of the ice, and that's the period. So I think you look at this period so far, a lot of puck possession, a lot of zone time in the offensive zone, but not a lot of shots. I think this is one of those things where I think the Blades, I think KITTSON has done a pretty good job of putting pressure on them when they're trying to come out, but I wouldn't mind seeing the Blades getting a few more shots on net. You know,
Couple things I've seen. D-to-D looks really good. Forecheck looks good, and pressure down low. One thing I wonder if Coach Adams is going to talk about, they're getting some chances, but it seems like a lot of it's just kind of throwing it in front of the net. They might have to pop that guy out into an open space to get a one-timer, because it looks to me like KITTSON's doing a good job of kind of collapsing at the front of their net to keep us from scoring there.
Yeah, I would agree. I think kind of that secret sauce might be if you want to keep on chipping the puck low, which I think works really well for the Blades the way they want to play. Maybe you want to work off the half wall in that cycle and try to drive the net. If it's there, shoot. If not, you're just chipping it back low, starting that cycle all over again.
Yep.
So we want to take a moment here to thank our sponsors. Our sponsors here, they provide for us, or they donate to our program here so that we can get equipment and pay for travel costs, food, other stuff for our hockey players in our organization for our high school program. So we want to thank them. And so if you work for or you frequent any one of these businesses, make sure to, or you buy from any of these businesses, make sure you thank them. So we're going to take a break here as we see the ZAM head up out on the ice here. And we'll come back here at the beginning of the second period. Okay, welcome back to Stearns Arena in Wapaton as KITTSON Central takes the ice. And the refs do as well, and the Blades comes out. Greeted by our announcer, Scott Nicholson. And looks like a couple hundred, well, maybe about 100 people in the stands here. So, Jay, what did we see that first period?
Well, I was just thinking about that. You know, the only thing I'd like to probably see from the Blades, I think they've got good pace right now. Good job of getting the puck down low. Like I said before the break, I just think if they can pop someone out and try not to force that puck in front of the net, I think they're getting some good chances from the defense. You know, maybe there it's just getting a little cleaner shot from the point. But, you know, for the Blades, I don't know if you tell them to do much different if you're Coach Wurtsema. You know, there's always a little bit more that you can do, but as long as they keep the pressure on and get some of those scoring chances, it looks to me like you know, pop in a couple quick ones. It could be, you know, they could get off to a good start here.
Yeah, I think the effort was there, the speed was there, and a lot of times hockey teams will go out in that first period and kind of feel each other out, see what kind of style they want to play, and
Yep.
I think with these guys, we were able to see that we were much faster and can possess the puck on them.
That can be dangerous too, and that's why I think, as you know, Coach Wurtsman was probably saying, you know, you can't sit back at all. Got to keep coming. What were the shots? 7-5. I don't know if that's quite right, but I think we had better scoring chances there. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, so the Blades win the opening face-off for the second period here, and we got Ekrin finding Neppel. Neppel's looking, finds Lopez. Lopez dumps it deep, and Casti gives chase, and he's able to poke it away from KITTSON Central player. Neppel ends up with the puck. He turns it over to KITTSON Central, and we find Muir coming up the ice with the puck, and Charlie Ekrin puts him in the wall. Luke Craig's able to throw the puck out to Casti. Casti has some trouble with it. He finds Neppel on the weak side. Neppel curls. Ooh, big hit by Lopez. As Casti tries to dump the puck down, he misses on his forecheck. And KITTSON's unable to clear the puck. Ekrin hits his man. Casti ends up with the puck in the neutral zone here. He shovels it to Luke Craig. Luke Craig surveys, and he finds Lopez coming up the ice. And we've got three Blades coming in. Neppel takes a shot as Lopez finds him in that cross-seam pass.
Yeah, that thing's been working all day today.
Kind of a dangerous play there. Trying to circle back to Brewer. Blades turn it over and get it back and then just shovel it down for that line change as we see fresh Blades out on the ice here, and Mikey Peterson gives chase, and Eli Muir says, I'm just going to dump this thing down and go for a change. And Mikey Peterson picks that up in the neutral zone, finds his brother, streaking through the middle, but doesn't quite connect. As KITTSON Central tries to get the puck out, we got number 8, Finney, with it surveying. His breakout pass attempt fails as Matty Peterson.
Oh, good move by Matty.
Yeah,
that goaltender just got a skate on that one.
That's I think what Wurtsma wants to see from Matt playing offense. As Isaiah Brusher,
this line too can really clog some things up in the defensive zone here.
KITTSON tries to break the puck out. Brewer turns it over at the point, tries to get it on net, but fails as Matty Peterson tries to go down low but hits the ref. Gives chase. He swings at the puck but misses. JB has with ice in front of him. He hits Kai McDonald. Kai shoots over the net. JB picks up the puck and he rims it back down to Kai over in the far corner. Kai, nice protect move. Jackson Brewer dips down looking for that centering pass. Brennan's in the corner, picks up the puck. He goes up to Hoffman. Hoffman chips it back to him on a puck support play. And KITTSON Central is able to get the puck out. And Jackson Brewer is looking for Ekrin in the the middle there and was unable to connect as Brewer corrals the puck there in the blade's end. Does battle with his guy on the wall. And Ritter is able to come away with the puck as he comes up ice. Guy steps up. Kai's able to turn the puck over from Kittson. Jack puts pressure on and they chip it up. And they're able to exit the zone as we have number 11, Noah Olson, trying to gain the zone. And, we had...
Good stretch pass again, just a little hot there. That's a tough one to handle.
Nepple buried his guy in the end wall, and it looks like he's a little bit shaken up after that play. After just missing it, they got all kinds of white jerseys ahead of them on that line change. And we find Nepple coming through the neutral zone. Nepple surveying. A little too slow on making that pass and was broken up and comes back to Charlie Ekron. Ekron fires it at the net, misses. Jackson Lopez gives chase. And he surveys, he's looking, he hits Charlie. Charlie shoots on net. Goalie didn't see that. If you would have hit his spot, I'm almost certain that would have gone in. And centering attempt by Nepple, looking for Lopez coming through the seam or the slot, almost finds him. And the Blades just dump the puck in, and you see a couple of guys going for a change here. We got number 19, Fullen, rushing the puck up, well defended by the Blades, and chip attempt by Charlie Ekron does not exit the zone. Ekron goes D to D, back up. Luke gives it up to the point, and the Blades are unable to get the puck out at this point in time. Charlie finds Grayson. Grayson tries to tip the thing, and just dies almost to the goal line, but not quite icing, and Kittson Central is able to get the puck out, but then gets turned over right at the blue line. And Kittson Central throws it down, and we got an icing call here, as we'll have the face-off over to our right.
Boy, it helps so much. I was just going to comment, to have defensemen like we have that can do that stretch pass, that opens up the game so much, and we've already had 2 or 3 of those chances. That last one was probably the best one, but it was coming pretty hard.
And face-off win there with a close play at the front of the net, and good forecheck by the Blades. Matty Peterson surveying. He didn't like what he saw, so he dumped it down low to his brother. He gives chase, and nice back check by Isaiah Brushard as he comes back. And Hoffman takes a wheel. He makes a man miss. He shoots on, gloved away by the goaltender, Anderson.
It's a really simple play that he made there, but you never know what happens if you shoot it on net. He's in a good spot.
And we got Mikey Peterson shooting from the point, covering for a D guy, and Matty crashing in there all alone. Matty again. Oh, geez. Isaiah had that backdoor play and didn't quite fish it through. Hoffman at the point again, shot. This line is definitely buzzing. Forechecking right well. They need something to land in the back of the net, though, as we see a rim play. We had our D.
Really good pressure there.
Yeah, the D were coming in towards the middle just based on where that puck was at, and Isaiah wanted to break pressure, so he kind of rimmed the wall, and there was nobody there. Nice zone entry. Jack taking a look. He leaves it for Kai. Kai's going to curl up the wall. Leaves it for Brewer. Brewer's cutting to the middle. He gets hooked a little bit. Kai shoves it to the middle of the slot. Jack ends up with the puck. Gets it up to Brewer. Brewer looks. He takes a shot. Sticked away by Kittson Central. Kai comes through, able to possess the puck. He gets it, attempts to get it to Ritter and doesn't quite, but he's able to finish his guy up. Oh, nice play there by McDonald, finding Ritter there in the slot. Jack Ekron walks out. Nice play. Shot on net. McDonald crashes in. Oh, I think
looks
that
like
play,
the dominator in net right now. Wow.
Yeah, I think these last two shifts is kind of given a blueprint here of how to play this. These guys, like, just walk that puck out from below the goal line and crash the net.
Well, and they're having time too. That's kind of something you don't get in every game, but this game sure seems to look that way. They have some time and space, and we're getting some opportunities right now.
Yeah, so it looks like a face-off play that didn't quite work. Was well defended by Kittson Central. And we find Charlie Ekren with the puck, looking for Jackson. Jackson finding Neppel. He's across the line, so icing's waved off on that tip, and then Kittson Central just shovels it on the other side as Jackson hits his man. Kittson goes weak side, finds Eli Muir, and that's broken up at the blue line. Not out, though, as Ekren's breakout pass attempt did not work, and another failed breakout attempt as the Blades are giving chase as a neutral zone regroup for Kittson Central as they dump the puck back down. And Ekren tries to find Jackson. Jackson's able to find Neppel. Neppel gains the zone. He gets tied up by his man, and Cassidy was playing the wall rim, and the guy just elected to go up north, but they were able to turn the puck over, and you see got Lopez walking off the wall, giving it back to Ekren on a scissor play. Ekren surveying. He's going to just chip it over to his D partner on a rim play. And dangerous play there. The Blades are able to come back and cover.
Really the only mistake we've made so far this period, and just about cost, but good back check.
We got Jackson flipping to Neppel. Neppel looking for a 5-hole play right there, and there's nothing. As Kittson Central passing to Youngren, out of Youngren's reach. And we got Lopez up the ice on a stretch play. And he enters the zone. He makes the guy miss. He looks for Matt Peterson on a doorstep play. Nice little play by Matt Peterson as Isaiah Brusher puts his guy on the wall, and Luke Craig, number 9 for the BW Blades, takes a shot, and that is deflected out of play.
You know, the Blades are doing a great job of having pressure down low again, getting the pucks out to the points. Right now, you know, Kittson's goaltender is playing very well, and they are getting, you know, these shots are being blocked. So, again, it's getting into those open spots, hopefully, here pretty soon.
The Blades win the draw, but it comes out of their own, or out of their offensive zone. Luke has to give chase. He tries to get the puck out of his own end, but was unable to clear as Kittson holds. And they finally, I think they get the first shot on net of the period here as Blades had the puck out of their own end momentarily, and Kittson shovels it right back out. And Isaiah's able to find Matt. Matt looks for his brother up the ice, but well defended as Kittson Central's looking to stand up on the blue line. And Luke has the puck behind his own net as he looks. Looks for Mikey. Mikey's defended there on the breakout pass. Luke rims the puck to Isaiah. Isaiah's looking for Mikey. Mike Peterson. Mike dumps the puck down low. And Matt gives chase. Got number 10, Solblick, for Kittson Central. And look, that was in. I thought for sure that was in.
Wow, good move to the front of the net. Sure looked like it was into me, too. That'll go to replay?
Yeah.
Gee.
It's, I think it caught the ref off guard. As we see Kittson Central gain the zone and get a shot on net. Kales secured the second shot of the period. But
wow,
yeah, that thing went in and out, and the ref was anywhere but looking at the net, I think, at that point in time.
Good pressure again. It's hard to even say what we need to do here, but we're getting chances. It just looks like one's got to go in here soon. I don't know what else to say about that.
No, it's the play we talked about. They just walked it out from behind the goal line and just was going to shovel it at the blue paint. As we see Wurtsma getting an explanation of what the ref saw, which I'm not sure if he was able to explain anything. because obviously if he would have saw that there was a goal, he would have obviously called it on the ice. So Kittson possesses the puck in the Blades' end, and giving the Blades a bit of fits here as they're trying to shovel the puck out. Jack Ekron clears it finally, and he's shoveling it out as he finds Kai. Kai finds Ritter. Ritter's gaining the zone. He's looking, surveying. He fans on his pass. Puck still in his feet. He's looking for Kai or McDonald, and Ritter ends up with the puck. He gets it up to Hoffman. Hoffman shoots. It goes off a Kittson Central player. McDonald goes up the wall. He's defended by a Kittson Central guy. Hoffman holds. Ritter's back there to help out. As you see, that Kittson Central was taken away to D-to-D pass there. You had that wing way up top. Ritter looked momentarily to go give it to the weak side D, and he was well covered. And Kittson Central just says, I'm done here. I'm going to go ice this puck down, and we're going to go reset.
Yeah, that play off the wall, Jackson Lopez had a great move off the wall earlier in the period. That was a good scoring opportunity. That last one that looked like it went in right off the wall behind the net. So guys are getting to the net. I think it's just a matter of time here.
Sure. I would agree. As you see the Blades win the face-off. And we got a nice give-and-go play. Nepple tries to find Jackson on the doorstep. And they wave off the hand pass. Kittson getting tied up. Nepple to Lopez. Nepple out to the front of the net. Luke shoots. He doesn't get it through. It's sticked. And Kittson comes away. We see number 6, Bring, coming up the ice with the puck for Kittson. Ekman surveys. He throws a puck right up, straight up the ice to Nepple, and a bouncing puck. Lopez tries to find Nepple, and they call it
off again.
Call it off again. They want to keep this game going.
Yep.
Definitely not getting paid by the whistle. And Ekman backs out, and that puck is able to come out to neutral zone for Kittson Central, and they go DDD, and kind of whiffed on the pass there by Ekman, and turnover for the Blades in the neutral zone. And Luke Craig rims the puck out, looking for Lopez in the neutral zone, was unable to find him as Cassie drives his man into the net, and kind of a whiff of a shot by number 28, Andrade, and then, again, kind of a stretch pass again, and just out of the reach of Nepple on the weak side. Cassie has the puck down low, and they shovel it to the blue paint, and they're not able to bank it home.
Yeah, that's about all that Kittson can do right now is ice the puck. Really good pressure. Once again, that long pass just out of the reach of Nepple, and they're really, really getting good pressure down low right now.
Yeah, they're kind of playing a little bit passive too. They don't seem like they are interested in setting any kind of pressure or forecheck in the offensive zone. It's just so you got it. There's a lot of baseball skills that are having to be developed by defensemen here on the Blades team here, and nice shot on net by Matt Peterson. Back to Hoffman. Hoffman fires. It goes just wide. Up to Brewer. Brewer surveys. Tries to shoot on net. Doesn't get through. Hoffman ends up with the puck. He curls. He's going to chip it back down low so they can set up the cycle again. Isaiah wins. He takes it to the net. It's in the blue paint. I don't know how many times this puck can go to the blue paint and not go in. There must be a force field over there. As Isaiah Brusher ties his man up and turns him over. Mikey centers again. Isaiah, shooting attempt gets steered away. Mikey drives his man into the wall. Up to Jackson. Jackson fires on. Bouncing puck in front. Hoffman down low. He looks. Tries to find Brushert with the puck. He goes off the wall to Brewer. Brewer gives it back to him. They're going to go back down low. Ritter chips over to Hoffman. Hoffman no, that's not Hoffman. That's Mandy Peterson. And we got it's a penalty on us.
Offense. Wow. I didn't see that one. Looks like Ritter. Wow, what great pressure. That's too bad. I mean, you can't get many better opportunities like that. Now we get to kill a penalty.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess I didn't see it, but you'd hate to see offensive zone penalties, especially with the kind of pressure you're having, and only a 1-goal lead, which is something that I didn't expect at this point in time. That Luke gives chase there, and he's able to clear as Grayson Casti is giving chase. Number 21, Olsenlowski, sends it up to Finney, number 6, as they're able to get a shot on net. And we'll get another D-zone draw here as the Blades have minute 34 left on the penalty kill and 45 seconds left in the second period here. Up 1-0. Shots are 19-10 in favor of the Blades. And Blades are able to win the puck. Casti gets it up to Neppel. Neppel drives. He cuts to the middle. He's turned over. They shovel it up to Ethan Muir. Neppel gives chase. He hits him into the official. Able to get the puck out. And to Charlie Eckern gives chase on a rim. He hits his man into the wall. And the KITTSON Central centers the puck. They're looking for a guy there in the backdoor play.
Oh, boy.
But, yeah, kind of sloppy there, guys. Find your man. Don't lose your man. And Neppel's able to get the puck and able to get the clear there without any damage on that play there. But I don't know that the PK there, kind of a surprise there as we see an offensive zone penalty after the Blades were literally putting them into a blender on the cycle play.
And I don't know what's your thought, because, man, can't get better opportunities. It just seems like the quality is not quite there as far as, they're collapsing still in front of the net. I don't know. This is, as a coach, this would be kind of tough because guys are going hard, and the puck possession, I would have to imagine, would be 90-10 right now. So what are you telling them?
I would like to see that half-wall drive and shot, because I think that's going to open up things. Their defense are going to have to make a decision, right? They're either going to have to come out and they're going to have to play that half-wall, and I still think they have to keep walking that puck out. I'm almost positive that was a goal that went in, and that was a successful play of just walking the puck out from below the goal line. So if I'm the Blades, I'm focusing on driving off the half wall and getting shots on the net, and then you're just going to carry the puck out from below the goal line and try to bang one home and crash the net to see if you can get a greasy one. So here we are, 1-0 against KITTSON Central. KITTSON's going to come in with about 50 seconds of power play. It's starting the third period. So what are the Blades are going to have to do? What is Wurtsma talking about there in the locker room, Jay?
Like we talked about, I don't know. This is a tough position to be in, because by the look of the score, you'd think the game was a lot tighter. This is not tight, in my opinion. So I think, a couple things you're saying. Keep the foot on the gas, because as we found out at the end there, it only takes one mistake, one bad bounce, and it's a 1-1 game, and then you're back on your heels a little bit. But just like we talked about, if they can get another quick goal after killing this penalty in the third, if guys can just keep a positive attitude, not get too frustrated being that they're not putting the puck in the back of the net, this could be, it can go either way, and that's kind of the hard part. So, yeah, we'll just have to see how they come out. I would bet they'd come out pretty hard and And I'm guessing Coach Wirtson was talking with them about that right now.
Yeah, I have to imagine that the conversation is going to be who wants it, right? You know, and sometimes you just have to will goals in. That means you're going to go hard to the net. You're going to clear the net yourself. And, I mean, guys like Hoffman talked about Finn Henry, that he just doesn't like to get denied.
Yep.
You know, I'm going to get the space that I need in order to score the goal. And that's what you're going to want to see from some of these players, that they're going to have to elevate to get that space that they need in order to score the goal, and hopefully that they can find that here in this intermission and be able to perform in the third period.
Well, and you hope, especially after the game, or the last game against Park Rapids, that this is the turning point for this team moving forward. I think it's 10 games left, 10 to 12 games left. You're getting to that late stage in the season, and this is where you want your players to start gelling together, where they're coming together, having fun, making plays, and get in that late part, and they're ready to go into the tournament time. So, you know, from my perspective, that's what I'm hoping will happen here. Is hopefully this third period they can keep that going.
Yeah, I would agree. We just want to take a quick moment here to thank our sponsors. Without our sponsors, it'd be quite difficult to have the things that we have for our boys hockey program, the equipment and transportation and the food and all that other stuff that just help the program go. So we want to thank our sponsors here, and we're going to break. We're going to pause here, and we'll come back here at the beginning of the third with more Blades hockey. All right. I'm back here with my partner today, Jay Schnell. We hope that Tracy and John are listening back at Fergus Falls Spine and Injury. John, who usually does the play-by-play, the voice of the Blades, unfortunately couldn't clear his schedule today. And with this reschedule the game, so they had to take me from JV up to varsity, and they brought you from Bantams up to.
No, I think that was
or no, not even Bantams. You
mini mites.
Mini mites.
I was gonna say I dusted off the old Doc Emmerich tapes yesterday to see if I could pick up on a few things, but that's not happening.
Well, it was funny because when I texted you and Jimmy yesterday, see if either one of you were interested. Jimmy said you're the Don Cherry of Dickinson.
Yeah.
Which I was waiting for the suit. I didn't see the suit, so. It would have been
cool to play the old Hockey Night in Canada song before this game, though.
And definitely if you'd have walked into the suit, we'd have arranged that. So we got the Blades squaring up here. Got the power or penalty kill unit out here. So we got Ekron, Luke Craig, Kai McDonald, and Isaiah Brushard as the Blades clearing attempt is turned over as KITTSON Central surveys. They go to the weak side to number 22, Palmer. Palmer's looking. He's looking. He goes back to his D partner, number 21, Osenlowski. Osenlowski goes low to Muir. Muir's looking. He's surveying. He takes a shot. That's blocked by McDonald, and that goes in the corner, almost out. Brushard shoves his man out of the way, and he was able to clear the puck all the way down as Palmer goes back. Chase, he rims. He's looking for Murr, and Murr is hit by Casti. And the Blades are full strength. As you see, Murr tries to make a play here. Ekron goes to his D partner as KITTSON turns the puck over. Craig whiffs on the pass. He gives it back to Ekron. And they're going to call icing on that. I
thought he touched that.
That looked very much like it was touched, but
that was a set play that I thought he made. But
yeah, it was.
That was an interesting penalty kill. There was a couple chances that they had there, pretty dangerous plays. That first one trying to clear it out. Don't want to see that, but here now we're back to full strength.
Yeah, so Casti wins the draw there. And Hoffman tries to rim it, but didn't get much on the puck. And JB is able to clear. And that goes right through Neppel's stick as they try to spring Neppel. And Hoffman gives chase as KITTSON clears their own end. And he takes the puck behind his net. And he's walled off. He tries to find Neppel. Neppel turns the puck over on the breakout opportunity. And Hoffman picks it up, going the other way. Finds Lopez. Lopez up to Casti. Casti tries to find Neppel. He's behind on Neppel. And Neppel's able to gain the zone. Puts his man in the wall as Lopez gives chase to KITTSON. They battle on the wall. They're finally able to get the puck out. Hoffman fires, and it goes in.
Wow.
I don't know if that went in clean. Obviously didn't hit. I don't know if that hit the goaltender or guy up front. Clint said it went off the goaltender, so that was Hoffman's goal. That's what the Blades needed right there.
Yeah, and it was a tight angle shot, but he had enough velocity on, and I thought it was going over the net, so I think you're right. I think it must have hit something, but yeah, great shot, and it was about time, I think.
So that's Hoffman's second goal in 2 games.
At the 2-minute mark in the third period, number 2, Josh Hoffman, assisted on the play by number 26, Jackson Brewer. That's Hoffman from Brewer. That's good hockey.
And we get that call from Scott Nicholson. That's good hockey call. So you heard it there. It was Hoffman from Brewer. And Hoffman gets the puck. He gains his zone. He leaves it for Ritter. Ritter trips up, trying to make a play there as Mirror takes the puck out, walks around Ekron. And
A dangerous play.
shot on net there by Himmis as a 2-on-2 comes in. Kind of messed up on the 2-on-2 or fumbled the play on the 2-on-2.
Well, kind of a nonchalant play at the blue line. I would have liked to see a little more footwork there, but yeah, we lucked out on that one, I think.
Blades win the draw, and Ekron chips it to his D partner Luke Craig and shovels up to Lopez. Lopez looking for Neppel. Neppel chips it to himself as he goes behind the net. He skates through a check, and Kittson's able to get the puck out. You see maybe a little bit more jump in Kittson's step as he just takes Luke Craig down. Charlie was able to chip the puck to Neppel, and Neppel tries to find Lopez, but doesn't connect.
It's interesting, that play right there. It's been open pretty much all game, and it's just out of the hands a little bit, or a little too far, or mishandled. So they're getting opportunities there. Oh, another good chance.
Wow, guys, bury that thing. So we saw it 4 shots go across the paint, and now we got a 2-on-1 coming back this way with Kittson. And wow, so you have 2 D guys going back covering one guy, leaves one guy wide open in the front after probably 3 or 4 failed scoring opportunities. And we got a was able to bury there on that zone entry.
You could kind of see that coming, and that was the worst part about it. Just the back check wasn't there. Couple broken plays. Yeah, now it's 2-1.
I think anytime you come back in a play like that, you want your D guys and forwards talking to each other so they know who's picking up who, so you don't get that trail guy lost in that whole mix. So Blades win the face-off, and Hoffman has it. He sends it over to Brewer. Brewer up to Peterson. Peterson dumps it in. They're going to give chase. Kittson attempts to get it out, but fails as Peterson retrieves it. Now he's on his horse going down low. He gets it to Brushert. Brushert's going to go help Peterson out. Peterson gets it up to Hoffman. Hoffman shovels it back down low. Brushert pushes it to the front of the paint. As they continue to have a wall battle there. And Peterson throws it up to the weak side, looking for just clearing some pressure. Kittson's doing a good job of just taking away sticks for the Blades as they get to that centering pass. And Kittson's able to clear, just goes through the wickets on Jackson Brewer. Brewer able to get the puck, he gains his zone, makes one guy miss. Shot on, but misses the net. And we're going to have a penalty here. We got, is that Hoffman going to the box?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting if he calls out a check from behind. Maybe boarding.
I think he's saying that you got the hands up. I think Hoffman's arguing that his hands are left down. So
cross-check.
Cross-check.
Yeah, that's too bad. Another penalty kill here, but the hard thing is you kind of get lulled into that. So many opportunities to score and not getting them in the back of the net, and then they get one. They've only got 13 shots, but
so we got a cross-checking penalty for Hoffman as we see the Blades struggle to get the puck out of their own end. Ekron clearing attempt didn't go through, and the turnover almost ended up back in front of the net as Casty lines up here. Ekron pulls up the puck. He shovels it to the other side and was able to get it to Neppel. Neppel was able to get the puck out. Kittson looking to move the puck up the ice, turns it over, and Ekron just fires it down the whole length of the ice, and Casty turns over on a nice forecheck. Kittson central. Kittson picks it up. You got Murr with the puck on that breakout pass. Nice hit by Casty on Murr, and then good back check by Neppel, and then he shovels it up to Casty. Cassidy gives chase. They shovel the puck, or they throw the puck up the wall, and Nepple gets it back to Cassidy. Nice centering play there by Cassidy as Murr comes up the ice with the puck. Charlie drives him into the wall as he tries to duck a check, and Nepple beats his man. He's racing up the ice. Big gap. And a shot on net does not go through.
I think he was surprised that he got the shot off on that one.
Yeah, he tried going through his feet. And Kittson turns it over, and they just go up. We got 30 seconds left in the penalty kill for the Blades. Ekron puts his man in the wall. A nice little play by Kittson out in front of the net. Squirts through, however, as Ekron lines his guy up and he hits him. Shot right on the doorstep by Kittson as they get a nice little centering pass there, getting the Blades almost sleeping, still sleeping. Kind of a bad play in front of their own net as they turn the puck over. Jackson Brewer goes weak side for Jackson Lopez as Lopez screams into the zone. He gets it back up to Brewer. Brewer takes a look. He shoots. Ooh. Nice little tip there in front of the net.
Yeah, that thing was going in.
As Brushert pushes it back down for Lopez. Lopez was looking for Nepple. Couldn't quite get it to connect. Lopez still looking. He comes through the middle. He's patient. And that shot's deflected out of play. I'm okay with that play right there by Lopez because I think he's got a good shot, and I think he's just looking for a spot where he can either get a screen or...
And those guys have to come out and play that too,
yep.
So it leaves that back door open. So I think that's going to generate a couple chances here.
Hoffman's shot goes to the corner as Lopez goes to Cassidy. And then Cassidy goes back to Lopez below the goal line. Lopez escapes out, gets it to Cassidy, he gets it back to Lopez. Lopez gets it to Cassidy. That's nice play.
Great play.
As they scrum in front of the net, Hoffman has to pull it behind him just to try to clear. Brewer has a handling issue on the puck. Nepple gets it back to Brewer. Brewer gets it over to Hoffman. That hops off his stick. Shot on net. Goes wide as Cassidy's there. Nepple goes back and looks. He chips it off the wall. Lopez is over there. He curls up. He's looking, and he's looking off Hoffman. He curls it back down low, still holding on his stick. He's looking for McDonald in the slot.
Had the right idea again.
Yeah, didn't quite get there.
Lots of good pressure here.
Nice play by Cassidy sitting in front there.
Really good pace right now. That line had a couple opportunities there. I think they're doing a great job now of trying to find that open space. So, I thought that was a good shift by that first line.
Yeah, just still not generating enough offense and shots, to be honest. They need to get some more shots on net. As Ekron gives chase here, gets up to Murr. Murr's going to get the puck out. Murr and Ekron collide there in the center ice as Luke Craig makes his guy miss, and was exit attempt to McDonald as McDonald finds Ritter. Ritter winds up, shot on net, saved by Anderson, the goalie, who...
he's had a solid game today.
Yeah, he's had a solid game. You know, you look at his numbers, and I think he's given up 6 goals a game, which I thought was going to net into some benefit here for the Blades here today, but really haven't seen that. As the Blades just chip the puck down, Jack Ekron gives chase. Kittson's breakout attempt was stopped by the Blades momentarily, but they were able to get the puck out. Now they're able to get it in deep as Kai McDonald collides with his guy. Jack Eckren was able to find Brendan Ritter coming up the wall. He's defended as he crosses the line. He loses the puck. Ritter tries to chip it to Neppel, but was not able to get it through as Eckren tries to... A shot on net doesn't quite get through. Neppel gets it there.
Oh.
Or no, that's Casti trying to find Neppel out front of the net as Ritter ends up with the puck, and Neppel is trying to find Neppel. Neppel gets it over to Casti. Casti's looking for Ritter. Ritter misses that shot opportunity. He gets it over to Neppel. Neppel gets it again, and he just puts it up into the netting. I don't know. Right on the front doorstep.
Well, he just got kind of handcuffed on that first one and had to pull it back to his forehand again. Man, great opportunity right on the doorstep there.
That's where those doorstep plays aren't great because you just run out of real estate to shoot at. So Kittson wins the draw. They rim it around to the weak side. Brewer ends up with it, but unable to hold. He goes to his D partner as Hoffman flips it in the Kittson Central zone. Lopez gives chase. They turn it over. But we're able to gain possession of it and get the puck out as Hoffman defends his guy.
Good defensive play there coming back by Hoffman.
He crosses the line. He fires. That's sticked away by Anderson. Goes back up to Brewer. Brewer's going to shovel it back down low as he didn't see a shooting lane. As Lopez has the puck, he's surveying. He's going to come through the middle. He's going to shoot. Nice shot by
Good
Lopez.
shot.
That was a nice. That was a goal scorer shot right there. Didn't quite see it through though. As Casti goes over to Brewer. Brewer puts it on net. I would have liked to see him shoot that far post instead of that near post.
Yeah, and he had that guy going to the net too. Yeah, good opportunities again. The defensemen are doing a good job of getting involved with the play. Hoffman had come down and he ended up getting in front of the net, and Casti covered for him. So Blaze are doing everything right now, just not getting rewarded.
So Matt Peterson takes the draw for the Blades, won by Kittson Central, but not out. You see another point shot that is hits a man in front. That doesn't quite get through as Eckren takes another point shot. Isaiah picks up the puck, surveys. He gets it to Luke Craig. Luke Craig fires on, and it's gloved by Anderson, the goaltender for Kittson Central.
You know, that's one thing I've been looking at all game, that maybe these right defensemen are getting tons of opportunities, and Luke brought it to the middle to get a better angle. It looks like they can get a better chance that way.
Yeah, I think our D guys are getting the opportunities right now. Their wings are sucked down low, trying to support. So the points are going to be open for the Blades as Kittson Central ends up with the puck. We got Murr on one-on-one with Charlie Eckren as Eckren's able to defend him but loses an edge. Murr possesses the puck, shot off the side of the net, play shut down. Craig's able to get it up to Peterson, but Peterson turns it over as he's trying to go rink wide on that pass. And Kittson's able to get the puck back in, as you see Kittson Central battle with the Blades. Shot goes wide by number 21, Olzenlowski for Kittson Central. And the Blades rim the puck, and Brushert tries to get the puck out on a chip, and no avail. Now the puck finally squirts out. Has good pressure on Kittson Central in the neutral zone. And that's I would have guessed that was probably a slash or a hook there on that one. As
looked right at it too.
Brusher was trying to play the puck to touch it, and I think he lost all control of his stick to be able to make a play on that puck. And they just to add insult to injury, they gave us an icing call, so then you got a D-zone draw. Thought maybe we'd be able to get to see our very first power play there, but as you see the Blades win the draw, they rim it over to Neppel. Neppel handles it but doesn't get it out as Hoffman gets teased by the ref there. He chips it up to Neppel. Neppel goes down the weak side. He tries to center for Lopez. Neppel's checked in the corner. He gets it over to Lopez. Lopez escapes out. He's looking for Casti. Nice little play to Casti, but
Great
wasn't
play.
able to get a good wood on that first attempt, and the second one was already too late.
Well, and he had kind of pulled himself away from the net there a little bit too. What a great play.
As Casti grabs the puck, rims it up to Lopez. Lopez turns the puck over. Do you see a melee here in front of the net? Jackson Brewer takes his guy down. Lopez ends up with the puck after everything settles. He finds Neppel. Neppel is just going to take a look. He tries to find Jackson Brewer to no avail, and the puck's going back on their own end as Jackson Brewer goes to go try to pick it up, and that's turned over. Just a lazy play there. Got to get going, boys. Lopez
KITTSON
picks
has a
up
little
the
bit
puck.
of a step right now too.
Yep.
Boy, that's a tough one right there. Just about developed into a 2-on-1 there and just went offside.
Yeah, KITTSON Central was buzzing right there, and they were looking for that play, and just a quick little centering pass. Not able to possess the puck cleanly off the wall and turn it over, and they just did a quick centering play, and that went right off the pipe. So we see the next draw, and it immediately goes into KITTSON Central's bench and is retrieved by one of their D guys. Can't see the number, but he did his civic duty and was able to help move this game along. So Blades dump down. You see Ritter pushes it down to Ekrin. Ekrin tries to find Ritter there in the slot. Luke Craig shovels one to the front. Rebound was laying there. Ekrin throws it right back down to Ritter. Takes a funny bounce as Ritter was unable to handle the puck. As the Blades continue to put on pressure, Ekrin puts it on net. His brother Jack goes and picks up the puck as Ritter gives chase. McDonald comes in, helps out Ritter. He gets it up to Luke. Luke shoots. That is deflected. Must have went just wide. That thing took a funny bounce as Charlie looks and looking to give his D partner a pass there, and a couple of whiffs there as
Oh, that's a nice there. Oh man.
yeah, Muir gives chase. That looked like an ice, unless they felt like that should have been played. But as Ekrin goes cross ice behind Ritter, and then Ritter gives it back to him as Ritter's able to find Casti. Casti fires it on. Good save. Oh, nice shot by Casti.
Wow.
Casti goes up, and nice little play there. Comes in, fires it, and he just goes to the net. Little coaching tip, guys. Follow your shots to the net.
Did that go off the defenseman? I couldn't quite see that. Wow.
We're getting confirmation from Clint Gilbertson that it did go off the defenseman, but
Wow, they needed that one. Minute left.
yeah, most coaches will tell you to follow your shot to the net, and that's why. So Blades win the face-off, get it up there. Jackson Lopez tries to find Neppel.
At 15:53 in the third period, number 17, Grayson Casti. Assisted on the play by number 24, Charlie Ekrin. That's Casti from Ekrin. That's good hockey.
Thank you, Scott. As we see, that play was defended, and we got 31 seconds here left. A 3-1 lead here for the Blades. So the Blades just need to win this draw and get the puck out. As you see, the clearing attempt doesn't go, and KITTSON has pulled their goalie. So now it looks like we're going to be killing a penalty.
No.
Oh, it's going to be on them.
Nope.
Okay.
Get one power play today.
Get one power play. I think it was number 3.
Cross-checking.
Cross-checking. 16-second power play. Shots 33-17 in favor of the Blades. Here with 16 seconds left of the third period. As you see, the Blades put out their power play unit. To give them 16 seconds of work. Jackson steps in to take the draw. Grayson Cassidy wins it. Oh, and they miss on the pass, so Hoffman's just going to skate it back and just going to go sit behind his net and rifle it down. As you see, the players gather around Cale Gilbertson, giving up 1 goal on 17 shots. As you see, his opponent giving up 3 goals on 33 shots. Scoring in today was Neppel, and the second goal was from...
I don't remember either.
Yeah, that's why we try to write this stuff down. Oh, Hoffman was...
and then Cassidy with the third. Yep.
Cassidy in the third. So Cassidy stays hot. Hoffman has 2 in the last 2 games as a D guy, and Neppel has 2 in the last 2 games as well. So not the greatest win, not the prettiest win, but is a win nonetheless.
A win is a win is a win is a win.
Yeah, and these are the teams that you need to beat. So as the Blades look forward to this week, I'm not sure who they have next. Is it Prairie Center on Thursday? Yeah, so the Prairie Center, that's a rematch right there from a team that beat the Blades earlier this year in their home ice, 5-3, and that definitely was a game where I thought the Blades did not look great in, and I was hoping that they would have had a better outcome. As you see, Prairie Center actually started out very hot. I think they went like 9-0 or 10-0, and then they've been a little bit stumbled recently as of late, but I think they've picked up a couple wins here at the end, and they're playing a little bit better, but that's definitely a rematch that I think the Blades want. I think they can, play. If they play really good, if they play like they did against Park Rapids, they're going to give everything that Prairie Center wants.
Well, in this game, even though it was 3-1, I thought the Blades outplayed them. They did a lot of things really well. I think if you can get that kind of pressure down low and get the chances that they did, I think they're going to probably work on getting to those open spots maybe this week in practice. But you can't be too disappointed as far as that was a good effort, and I thought they all played. I thought they all played them too.
All right. Well, do you have any thoughts on player of the game? Who would you give the player of the game at this point?
Well, I'd have to say, that last goal that Grayson Cassidy had, that was a good goal. He made good plays. I'd probably give it to Grayson Cassidy today.
Yeah, I think I can't argue that. I think he played a pretty solid game. He was pretty good in all aspects of the game. And honestly, I know it was probably only a minute left, but if we give up that goal, it's a tied game, right?
And he does a lot of things behind the scenes that people don't watch. He wins a lot of draws, really good with his stick, good patience with the puck. So, yeah, my choice would be Grayson Cassidy today.
Sure. Yeah. So I think we have the team's probably going to regroup. It's Monday today. I'm so confused as far as the day, just because we're playing on a Monday afternoon. But yeah, so they got to practice tomorrow and Tuesday, and then Wednesday, and then they got Prairie Center driving down to Sauk Center to go play Prairie Center in their barn. As we got head coach Wurtsema joining us here, we're going to transfer over. Coach Wurtsema, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Hey, I got Jay Schnell up here with me, and I think from our standpoint and our call of the game, it looked like we played a pretty solid game, a complete game, but maybe didn't get the scoring that we were looking for. A lot of opportunities in the blue paint, but what did you like about today's game?
Yeah, I thought, we did a lot of things that we did last Thursday, and obviously it felt a little different being here on a Monday afternoon, just a little different feeling. But, yeah, I think we did a lot of good things to get the pucks to the areas that we needed, and then just a lot of opportunities I think we left out there. I think Isaiah Brusher had a really good chance in the second period there. He just put the puck wide. I think if those go, it just feels a little different. You start playing with a little more confidence, and you're going to the net a little harder.
Yeah, I think that was probably a difference compared to today versus on Thursday, where it just seemed like everything was finding its way to the back of the net, where today was a little bit more difficult. And when you're looking, at least from us, because we do a little bit of looking out ahead, that was a goaltender that was giving up 6 goals a game, so I thought for sure some of those shots would have been going in, but that goal not taking anything away from him. He had a good game. He was seeing everything. Everything he saw, he was saving.
Yeah, and that's one thing we've been trying to get better at is just taking away the goalie's eyes. If we can obstruct the goalie's view or get in his way, that makes our percentages go way up when shots are coming in. So just something we're going to have to work on. Being next to him or to the side of him isn't enough. You got to take away getting that sight line and be an obstruction so then he can't see the pucks, because most of the goalies here at the varsity level here, if they can see the puck, they're probably going to make a save.
Sure.
So, Adam, this is Jay. With a game like this where you do set the tone, you guys look like the better team, you had chances, but it can be a little frustrating. How do you as a coach, how do you keep these guys pumped up even knowing that they might be a little frustrated that, pucks didn't go in today as you probably thought they would have?
Oh, you probably just reinforce, keep doing the things you're doing, that they're going to keep coming. Kind of want the players at this point in the season to bring the energy themselves. Like, it shouldn't have to come for Bass and I. So, you kind of just encourage them, say, hey, here's what we see, and just keep doing what you're doing, you guys, and start building this yourselves and get rolling.
I like that. Hoffman was our pre-game interview, and he said that exact same thing, and I think the saying goes is that good teams coaches lead and great teams players lead. So that's good that's coming from the players, and you're allowing or having that conversation with your team to have players take initiative to be successful.
Yeah, well, in the second half of the season, that's what it's got to be. Once with the team, those are the guys who are going to take us as far as we can go. The coaches, we just set the systems, we try to set the standard, and then, they have to take over, and it becomes their team.
Yeah. Just final question here, Coach Wirtzma. Prairie Center coming up on Thursday. That is a rematch from a loss earlier this season, plus it's a Section 6A and a conference tilt. What are you thinking for Prairie Center? What are you going to prepare for, and what's the outlook looking for that one?
Yeah, well, that first matchup, that was a long time ago. I do not think we're the same team, so it'd be interesting to see where they're at in their season, because that was almost a month and a half ago. So I think we're in a good place. I think if goals come, they come in bunches, and if they don't, we kind of got to sweat out some games. So it'll be a good test here. We obviously we owe them one from earlier this season, and we'll be excited to go.
Please do. Thanks for joining us here, Coach Wirtzma.
Yep, thank you.
All right. Any final thoughts here?
No, it's good to come out with another W. As I kind of thought about earlier, this is getting to that point in the season where these guys can, even though it's not a pretty win today, it still is a win. And these guys can go home and they know that they worked hard. They know that there's not a lot of time left in the season. You've got seniors on this team that know that this might be the end for a lot of them here pretty soon. So you hope that they're just coming out with a new, just that fire that, the end of the year with their buddies. They've got a good team. We know how they can play, and I think they know how they can play. So it's a matter of putting that all together and putting it together in this last stretch before tournament time. So, I think the Blades really showed what they could do, puck possession-wise, work ethic-wise, and just getting the win, even though it wasn't necessarily pretty.
Yeah, it doesn't always have to be pretty either, but, they got the W. They did what they had to do to make sure that they get in the loss column. Yep. So kudos to the boys and the coaching staff for, being ready to play and getting the W here today on this Monday afternoon. With that, we'll just do one more shout-out here for our sponsors. We want to thank our sponsors again for everything that they do for our program, the financial backing in order to buy the equipment, food, and other things that we that they pick up the tab for our high school boys so that they can have the best experience they possibly can. So we're going to come back here. We're in Prairie Center. I think we broadcast there before. So I don't know. We may be there broadcasting at Sauk Center. More to come on that one. We'll have to do a little bit digging on there. If anybody has been there, it is a dark, basically bomb shelter. So it's everything's concrete. So it's not like you can get a Wi-Fi signal or a cell phone signal through there. So, but yeah, I think we did broadcast from there last year. So we'll have to see if we can get that hooked up again this year. There's not a great spot to do it from, but the engineer on our team, Tony Lopez, works magic on finding spots for us, and he threw us up in above a locker room in a corner in Park Rapids, and it was a treat. We were up on our nest. So anyways, thanks for tuning in to Blades Hockey, and we'll see you in the next game.